At Photo Plus Expo in New York this year, I have a chance to see a lot of great products or a lot of companies that are exhibiting at the trade show there. I've also have a chance to review photographers' portfolio, which has been a great experience. There's a lot of great works that have come through and come across in front of me. I've also was there to represent BenQ at their booth and talk to a lot of BenQ customers and give them advice on how to calibrate their screen, and also gave a talk on color management and color calibration too. But one of the companies that I came across at Photo Plus is STC Optical Chemical. Now, this company is really unique because they were showcasing its filters that goes inside of your mirrorless camera. So now I have a mirrorless camera here. This is a Sony A7R II. And the one nice thing about the mirrorless is that the flange distance, that is the distance from the mount here to the sensor, is really narrow. Then this means that you can put in a filter on top of there very easily, and this company specializes in making filters for these cameras, which are really awesome. So let's go and take a look at some of them here. They call these clip filters, and they are literally filter clips like this that goes inside a mount like so. As you can kind of see there, they're waterproof, water coated, and they just go inside your camera like so. It's really interesting because if you want to do astrophotography, for instance, if I have converted this Sony camera, which I didn't, but if I have converted this Sony camera by taking the anti-aliasing filter or the filter that's on top of the sensor out, I can put in many different filters from this company on my sensor right away and do astrophotography, change the picture tone so that I can do, for example, infrared pictures. So there's so many things you can do with this, which I find interesting. But one of the other things that I really found them to be really interesting is that they make a hand grip here. It's called a FOGRIP, and they make these for both Olympus and Sony system, and I have one right here. So I had a chance to play with this a little bit, but this is the review unit that's provided to me from the company, which I find really great. So let's go ahead and do an unboxing. We're going to mount this, and I'll kind of give you an overview of it a little bit. So you open up the box here. The box is really nicely designed. There's a little pamphlet there that kind of talks about what it can do. There's a lot more features to this though. This is it. This is the grip. That's pretty much it. So what makes this grip unique? So let's take this out first of the bag. We'll set this to the side. So this is pretty much the grip, right? It doesn't use a hex screw. It just uses this flat Phillip head, or actually a flat head here, and you can just literally put a screwdriver in and just drive it, or a coin. This makes it very easy to travel with, and this is made for the A7 and A9. So let's go ahead and mount this on my body. Now, the one thing that, you know, if you use a mirrorless, you're going to find out is that most of these L bracket, or most of these bracket for that matter, doesn't fit on the body well because it's so narrow. But this case, it's designed specifically for this. It's a CNC aluminum piece, and I find this really great because you can do a lot of things with this. So let's go ahead and tighten this down. And I'm looking forward to unboxing and reviewing this for a while already. So a couple things here. On a Sony camera, one of the things you're going to note right away is that when you hold the camera, either this finger or especially the pinky will fall off, and there's no place to really put it, right? You can add an extra grip on it, although that adds, you know, a lot of bulk to the camera here. But what they have done here that's really amazing is this. You can go ahead and fold this out and go ahead and angle that in, and now you have a grip for your pinky. I mean, to me, this, it's like phenomenal. Like what they can do here is really great. And you can just fold it, put it back, doesn't take up any more space there. And also when you open this up, you have access to the battery compartment chamber here. So you don't have to like worry about taking this off to change it. They have a Arca Swiss mount here. So this is compatible with Arca Swiss. So you can go ahead and use an Arca Swiss head tripod right there. They have extra holes here that you can actually go in. And what you can do in this case is you can also put in an extra extension to make this an L bracket too for your camera. So there's a couple of things they really built in. They thought about this. For instance, there's also a holder here so that if you actually put the strap on this way, when you hold the camera, it will be facing down so the camera doesn't always, you know, the lens doesn't face out. A lot of really neat designs. There's also a regular hole here that if you want to put in another adapter, you can. Or for me, what I usually do is I use the Black Rapid double camera slinger. So what I usually put is their little like carabiner piece here so that I can actually hang the camera from my carabiner. A lot of really great design here. So this is the FOGRIP from STC Optical Chemical. It's a company based in Taiwan. I will put a link to their website in the description below, but you can kind of see some of the good products they have here. But From my testing and my brief run with this at a trade show, and also kind of showing this to you now, I really think that this grip is one of the better ones I've actually found online, especially if it's not just a bracket here, it extends where you can actually put your finger. It improves the ergonomic of the camera by so much. So I hope that you find this brief unboxing and review helpful. I'm Suwansang. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit on the notification bell so you'll be updated every time I upload cool videos like this. And until next time, art is right.